Who can you more easily control? The person who is confident, calm, and content with their life? Or the person who is discontent, has self-doubt, is not sure where they are, where they stand in society, who they are, how they define themselves, what makes them happy, what is the measure of success? The second person is so much more controllable. And we have to realize that we are playing by rules in a system that is designed to keep us in a state of self-doubt, of discontentment, of unhappiness. And you almost can't even fight it. There's such a force that surrounds us that wants to keep us insecure, doubt ourselves, unhappy. Why? Because then they can influence you and control you to do what they want you to do, to buy their products, to vote for their politicians, to win their approval. That's all it is. It's to get you so you don't feel like you're standing on solid ground. Oh my gosh, I don't know who I am. I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel good about my life. Where am I going? I haven't accomplished anything. I haven't succeeded. I don't have what other people have. All these things, ego, ego. And they prey on the ego. And society, corporations, family, friends, other people dangle that carrot in front of you. Oh, you want to be happy? Well, here, come chase this. And then you go chase it, and then they pull it a little further. No, this is the one you really have to get. And then you go and you get that carrot. No, pull it a little further. No, you have to get this carrot. And we're constantly trying to chase and change and self-improve and become better. And that's the way the system is rigged. It's really the most effective form of slavery there is, because you enslave people without them even realizing it. So we're comparing ourselves to other people, and why can't I accomplish that? Why can't I be like this person? Or we think in order to succeed, we have to sell our soul. We have to work 60, 70, 80 hours a week. I was reading an article on Reddit about young people today in the job market, in the state of the job market today, and how they have to, many of them are interns and working ungodly hours, these just crazy hours, and then on top of that, they don't even have a break. They always have to be connected with on their cell phone and answering emails and come in if they're needed at any time. So there's never downtime. And the rationalization is, well, if I don't do it, someone else will fill my spot and I'll never be able to get ahead. And one of the most things I'm most grateful about is, thankfully, when I was fresh out of college, actually it took me a lot longer to graduate college because I traveled and did a lot of different other things as part of the process of self-discovery. I didn't feel the need to obey society that you have, or my family, you have to get your degree within 4 or 5 years. I said, you know what, I'll get it when the time is right. And I kind of just followed my intuition, followed my heart, and did some amazing trips and experiences and travels, and wouldn't trade that for the world. And we need to start reevaluating what is important to us. How am I going to measure myself? Am I going to measure myself by the mirror of society, or am I going to measure myself within? And learning, the greatest skill you can learn is contentment within, that you don't need to accomplish, achieve, or change anything. You're okay as you are right now. And you're not going to get that validation externally, at least on a permanent level. That's something you have to get within, and it's not the clothes you wear, the car you drive, the person you date. All those things are so superficial and passing. It's digging much, much deeper and not allowing this disease of self-doubt infect us. Self-doubt for those in power or those that want to control people, it's so effective because it creates weak human beings. And you don't want to be a weak human being. You want to be strong and have self-belief in yourself that your life as it is perfect. Perfect. Within. No longer needing to change anything externally. You're okay and things are good as they are right now. And that just frees you up, one, to attract other people that are kindred spirits or like-minded. So often we're too busy wearing the mask that people can't see our true self because of all this self-doubt. Well, what if I say the wrong thing? What if I choose the wrong profession or choose the wrong career? Or what if I don't look the right way? Self-doubt, self-doubt, self-doubt. So some of the things we can do is turning off the television, stop comparing ourselves to other people, trusting our intuition, finding out who we are within, and then having the courage to follow that. Doing a lot of writing and a lot of time stillness. One of the best tools that has been a big help for me is just being still. Going to a park, going to somewhere in nature, or just sitting in your bed, sitting in a chair, and just being still and listening to the intuition and your heart's guidance. That's not externally influenced. Very, very powerful tool. And there's two types of successes in the world. There's success from people that have become successful out of ego, that this is how they get their shot of self-worth, by what they accomplish. And they build big buildings or make lots of money and buy the fancy cars and all these things because that's the ego, the insecurity and need to overcome that and get external approval drives them. The need to become famous, things like that. And that is exhausting. And why waste your entire life hoping and praying that other people will like you and approve of you and make you feel good about yourself? It's so empty. And then there's a second type of success that people that become really good at their career or profession or a hobby is passion. They have a passion, and that passion drives them to perfect their craft, to improve themselves. It's a love. And so often we choose the ego because we want the approval of our friends or our family, pressure us to take a certain profession and a certain path in our life. And then there's the second, and then we ignore what we're truly passionate about. Oh, you're passionate about this? Well, you'll never make any money doing that. You'll never be successful. There's a million people that want to do the same thing, so on and so forth. And the best thing we can do is just trust ourselves. Trust ourselves that we know in our heart what is best for us, that nobody lives within ourselves, nobody knows our soul, our being, and that we are its own best guide. And then just having the courage to follow through with it. Not telling other people, not advertising it to the naysayers so they can bring you down. But kind of, if we have a wall, a dam, what weakens the dam is all these little cracks in the dam, and the water slowly starts to seep. And what we need to do, those cracks are self-doubt. And what we need to do is start patching those cracks up and just returning back to what truly makes us happy. And you can't find that if you're constantly doubting yourself, not trusting yourself. And all of that comes from here. It's not, you can't blame other people. Well, they're causing me to doubt myself. No, I'm telling you what the source is, but now we have the solution. And it's not obeying this monkey mind that's constantly talking at us. It's breathing, connecting to our breath, listening to our intuition, writing down what it says for us, and then following along on that path. All right. As always, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your support and your comments, and hope you enjoy the videos. And until next time, bye-bye.